Hi, I'm Theo. Some of you might have seen this 3D printed fursuit headbase here that I've made during my Twitch live streams last year. After I made this head, I've got several questions from people that wanted help with the parts that were not 3D printed. For example, I made the teeth, the tongue, and also the ears by hand, and that's not that easy for everybody. So to make that a little easier, I decided to make also some 3D printable models for these parts. And here I want to show you some examples of the parts that I made. All these were printed with TPU filament, so everything's flexible and there is no risk that it would break. Let's start with the teeth. These teeth here were made for a puma. They were built as a jaw set, so they fit exactly together and they can be glued in the 3D printed fursuit head base just like they are without having to modify anything. Printing those with TPU gives them the advantage of being flexible, so it is very unlikely that these would ever break. And it also means that you can adjust those without having to cut them apart. Well, they are made for one specific fursuit head, but they can be used in other head bases as well. And of course you can print them in several sizes, like this teeth model here that is originally also made for a fursuit head. Here I printed it for a puppet head, scaled down by 50%. And even in this size, TPU makes it very tough. I also made a 3D model for the tongue. If you look closely on the surface looks rough but still shiny. That detail is not in my 3D model. I used Cura's fuzzy skin setting to get that effect. So the surface is generated by the slicer, not by my 3D model. I made a better version of my movable ears. They hold much better than my felt version because I already included here indents in my 3D model, and these indents make it very easy to fold in certain places. For the eyes, I made a lot of different 3D models. Some were made for a specific fursuit head, others are just generic, like this round eye here. I noticed that during the last year a lot of people were asking for 3D eyes, so these optical illusions where the eye itself is set inside, and so it looks as if the eye is following. I made sure to round the edge to not create a dark shadow where the surfaces meet. And I tried those in several very different fursuit hats, and to my surprise, they do fit a lot of them. So of course, there are also eyes that were made just for one specific fursuit hat to fit exactly. But eyes like these are very easy to fit in most of my hat bases. For the iris and pupil inside, I use a printed sticker material. I print a waterproof sticker with my laser printer and cut that with my laser cutter. That has the advantage that I can precisely control on how big I want the holes, and I tried several hole sizes till I found one that works best for me. Vision is very good, and I made sure that the back here is also black, so it's very easy to see through without getting a headache from constantly focusing on the back of the eye. I'm not sure if anybody is interested in those templates. I could release those as well, but well, it's easy to make them. And if you do not have a laser cutter, of course, punching the holes manually with a needle works as well. It's just more time consuming. So that's it for a sneak preview of some of my new 3D models. This is not all that I made. I made many more head base models, and those are not released as well. I'm not sure when I will release what. Um, in the future, my releases will probably be not that often as in the past. Mostly because I noticed that some people like to sell prints of my models, even if my license says don't do that and my FAQ says ask first. But, well, people are people, and it will not discourage me from making more free models. It just means that I will not release them that often. So that's it for now. Bye bye.